Projection, the art of coloring our own reality. Awareness is a key component in understanding projection and the art of coloring our reality. Whether for good or ill, deeply held beliefs color our reality, many of which are foisted upon us as children. Many of these beliefs are inherently biased. We do ourselves a disservice if we blindly follow whatever we're told. As we develop critical thinking skills, we can, at the very least, adjust the filter of the lenses we view the world through. As we grow and learn, the way we view things changes. I talked a little about this kind of change and Murphy's Law in a previous blog post and video. Anyway, you know the saying, right? Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. This is a hope for the best, but prepare for the worst way of life. I'm not saying that these things are bad per se. I just think that people tend to focus on the negative to the extent that it seems to rule our inner landscape. Projecting love. Focusing on the negative isn't good for anybody. It can corrode you from the inside out. This can result in all sorts of mental and physical ills. It affects the relationship you have with yourself and those around you. How do we combat this? By realizing that the most important thing really is love. I'm still working on self-love, which is key. Don't look at the broader picture. Narrow it down. What makes you happy? I start with fuzzy socks. Do an internal scan from head to toe and figure out how to make certain parts happier. I went right to my Tootsies and have a variety of slippers and soft socks. I like little cushy rugs, especially when they're fresh out of the dryer. I'm addicted to soft cotton clothes. All of these are small things that make me feel good. Figure out what's best for you. Cultivate happy beliefs. Happy beliefs. I wrote a bit about cultivating happiness in a previous post. That would be this one. It's rather old. But there's a little part right here that I wanted to share. I guess I'm about as happy as I've made up my mind to be. This was a snippet I heard of what I believe was an interview with an older gentleman, I'm talking like 95 or so, that caught my attention in my late 20s. I scoffed and rolled my eyes. A decade or so later, I realized that he was right. Happiness comes from within. Sure, things can make us happy briefly, but true lasting happiness is something that we allow in each moment. Cultivate happiness by getting out of your own way. To turn it around a bit, anything that causes disquiet comes from focusing on past and or visualizing future events. Visualizing. Yeah, Sean Connery. So it reminds me of. It comes from being attached to our thoughts. A la Byron Katie and the work. I highly recommend her. Now I'm going to go back to my other one because I used Deepak Chopra's quote here. Anyway, Mother Teresa told us that we can only do small things with great love. This is where I try to focus. I've been involved in online communities on and off since October of 2000. I've come to realize that little things like giving virtual hugs have a big impact. Simply listening without judgment can make someone's day. I gave up watching the news years ago. There is so much negativity in the world that we're drowning in it. Luckily, there are a ton of cute puppy and kitten videos available on the net. I highly recommend Jeannie Robertson for a wholesome laugh, and Better Living Through Silliness, which is a previous post and video. Laughter truly is the best medicine. By the way, I'll leave a link for Jeannie Robinson in the description. She really was a funny lady. Social woes color our reality. The world is interwoven through social media. Be responsible when choosing who/what you wish to follow. Surrounding yourself with people who lift you up, whether virtually or in real life, is a key component to living our best lives. Don't be afraid to explore areas that you've dismissed in the past. Our greatest growth comes through change. Break out of any boxes you've closed yourself into. Blindly following ideologies isn't good for our well-being. A YouTuber named Swoop has some excellent videos. I'll leave a link to her channel too in the description. I've learned a lot regarding racism. I was taught as I was growing up that everybody is their own individual, so I don't consider myself racist. But Swoop has me checking myself. My husband likes to say that if we stop learning, we stop living. Well, I'm definitely learning. Remember that deeply held beliefs color our reality. Inspecting them can help us make adjustments for a happier life. Don't be afraid of change or resistant to it, which I am. So, work in progress. Changing perspectives. Beliefs color our reality. We all have our own stories. Deepak Chopra said, "We tell ourselves little stories and live our lives according to them." Becoming aware of this can help change our perspectives. We tend to run into people in situations that highlight where we need to make adjustments. The person/situation that are an anathema needs particularly close inspection, otherwise we run into the same thing over and over again. Realizing that what worked in the past isn't going to work going forward was life-changing. The whole, "this is the way our family has always done things," is a bunch of malarkey. We get to decide, not our past. While hindsight is indeed 20/20, our perspectives can change in an instant. All we can do is our best in any given situation. Don't beat yourself up over past decisions. Make apology if necessary and do better moving forward. Don't step on my rose-colored glasses. Excuse me. I am purposefully optimistic and naive. I even have pinkish lenses for my sunglasses. Oh, I also have a pair that is purplish. This doesn't mean I spout platitudes. I've learned that sometimes the best thing to do is to say nothing, to just offer a listening ear without judgment. I consciously try to take the high road, to protect a higher vibration. Peace, love, and joy are at the pinnacle of vibrational levels. What we project into the world colors our awareness of what is going on. Realizing that our biases, our conditioning, our beliefs literally changes how we see things is key to bringing harmony to our lives. We have always had the ability to reject other people's reality and insert our own. See the Urban Dictionary for the origin of that idea. Remember, beliefs color our reality. Be the change you wish to see, and all of that. Peace and love to all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I watching the analytics and seeing which videos do well. I don't know, it's fun, even if there's only one or two people watching my videos. Anyway, thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye now.